hold me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the...
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Commit red. Ready.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Young. And on the catch, right side, this is Sanders. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ready.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Young will set to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That throw by Young incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Young on 3rd down.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
They run with a 2nd-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the 2nd back off the board in the 2022 draft, but he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Levis to throw off play action.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Levis on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Second down, here's Levis. Oh, this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Levis. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Third and 2. Here's Levis. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd down, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young, he's going to change it up. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. after that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Levis. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd down and 4. Levis. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Levis now off of play action. This is Fant on the short completion. He's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Come on, set.
A 1st down throw for Young. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 2nd down throw for Young. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And partner, To me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing, Young.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, Levis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissling, 54 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw for Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Ready.
Now Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. So the completion good for just 3. And brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here is Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, go field. Ready?
It's Young off play action. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Young again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Here we go. Right through.
On 1st and 10, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On play action, Young. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish up with this drive with 6 points. Sanders trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Offenses have to continue to try and come up with ways to block this man. Otherwise, those types of plays happen. This is why the Panthers rebuffed trade offers for Burns all offseason, knowing he's a franchise cornerstone. Career-high 12.5 sacks last year, 38 in his first 4 seasons, and he added another one right there.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Levis on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Following the interception, Young. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Young now. Flushed out right. take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And they're going to have it under 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Smith and Jigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Levis to throw off play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Levis. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Running right, here's Walker. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Levis to throw.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Myers connects on the PAT, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Now Young. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw.
Flush to his right.
And it is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down.
Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
One last shot for Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to